What's up, everyone? It's Numisphere here. Welcome to today's lesson. Let's dive into an important concept in investing called the economic moat. Now, imagine an economic moat as a protective barrier, like those surrounding a castle. But instead of keeping invaders out, this moat keeps a company's profits and market position safe from competitors. All right, let's kick things off with the first type of economic moat, the network effect. This concept is crucial in understanding how certain companies maintain their competitive edge. Now, this one's all about the power of the crowd. It's fascinating how collective usage can drive immense value. The network effect occurs when a product or service becomes more valuable as more people use it. This creates a positive feedback loop, attracting even more users. Think about YouTube, for example. It's a platform that thrives on user engagement. Millions of people use it every single day to watch videos, share content, and connect with each other. This constant interaction fuels its growth. This massive user base makes YouTube incredibly valuable, not just for the creators, but for YouTube itself. The more content available, the more viewers it attracts. Facebook is another prime example. It's a social network that has become a part of daily life for billions. With over 2 billion active users, it's the world's largest social network. This extensive user base creates a strong network effect. This massive network effect makes it incredibly difficult for new social media platforms to compete. New entrants struggle to match the established user base. But the network effect isn't just limited to tech giants like YouTube and Facebook. It extends to other industries as well. Think about platforms like Airbnb. It's a marketplace that benefits from both hosts and travelers. As more people list their properties on Airbnb, more travelers have options to choose from. This increases the platform's value for everyone involved. The reviews and ratings system further enhances trust and reliability, encouraging even more users to join. This is the true power of the network effect. Let's dive into the second type of economic moat: intangible assets. These are the hidden gems of the business world, often overlooked but incredibly powerful. Now, these aren't physical assets like factories or equipment. You won't find them on a balance sheet in the traditional sense. Instead, they're things you can't touch but are incredibly valuable nonetheless. They exist in the minds of consumers and in the legal protections a company holds. We're talking about things like brand reputation, patents, trademarks, and copyrights. These elements can make or break a company's market position. Think about a brand like Apple. It's not just a tech company, it's a cultural phenomenon. People line up around the block for their new iPhones, not just because of the technology, but because of the Apple brand itself. The anticipation and excitement are palpable. They're willing to pay a premium for that Apple logo, the sleek design, and the entire ecosystem that comes with it. It's a lifestyle choice, not just a purchase. That brand recognition is a powerful, intangible asset. It creates customer loyalty and allows the company to charge higher prices. Then there's the world of luxury goods. These brands have mastered the art of creating desire. Think about brands like Louis Vuitton, which has become synonymous with luxury and status. Gucci or Rolex. These names evoke a sense of prestige and exclusivity. These brands have cultivated an aura of exclusivity and luxury over decades, and people are willing to shell out thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars for a single item. It's about owning a piece of that legacy. But intangible assets aren't just about brand recognition. Let's talk about patents. These are the lifeblood of innovation. In industries like pharmaceuticals, patents are absolutely crucial. They protect the investment in research and development, allowing companies to recoup their costs and fund future innovations. Let's talk about the third type of economic moat: cost advantage. In a nutshell, this means a company can produce goods or services at a lower cost than its competitors, giving them a serious leg up in the market. Think about Walmart, the retail giant. They've mastered the art of cost advantage. Their massive scale allows them to negotiate rock-bottom prices from suppliers. They're like the Costco of retail, buying in bulk and passing the savings on to customers. And don't forget about their incredibly efficient supply chain. They've got this down to a science, moving goods from factories to store shelves with incredible speed and precision. This minimizes waste, reduces transportation costs, and keeps prices low. But it's not just about being big. All right, let's talk about the fourth type of economic moat switching costs. Now, this one's all about making it difficult or expensive for customers to jump ship and switch to a competitor, even if there's a cheaper or seemingly better option out there. Companies create these barriers to ensure customer loyalty and long-term revenue. Think about Adobe Creative Cloud, the gold standard for graphic designers, photographers, and video editors. Adobe has built a comprehensive suite of tools that professionals rely on daily. Millions of professionals rely on Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere Pro, and the whole suite of Adobe products. These tools are deeply integrated into their daily workflows. They've spent years mastering these tools, building their workflows around them. The time and effort invested in learning these tools are significant. Now imagine switching to a different software. It's not just about learning new tools. It's about adapting to a whole new way of working. It would be a huge hassle. The learning curve can be steep, and the transition period can be frustrating and time-consuming. They'd have to learn a whole new interface, potentially rebuild their workflow from scratch, and maybe even lose compatibility with some of their files. This can lead to significant downtime and productivity loss. The cost of switching, in terms of time, money, and frustration, is just too high for many Adobe users. This is why many stick with Adobe despite the availability of cheaper alternatives. Apple is another master of switching costs. Their ecosystem is designed to keep users within their product family. Once you're plugged into their ecosystem, it's hard to break free. The seamless integration of their devices creates a cohesive user experience. You've got your iPhone, your iPad, your MacBook, your AirPods, maybe even an Apple Watch. Each device complements the other, enhancing overall functionality. Everything just works together seamlessly. The convenience and efficiency of this integration are hard to match. iMessages sync across all your devices, AirDrop makes sharing files a breeze, and you can even answer calls from your Mac. These features create a unified and efficient user experience. Switching to a different ecosystem like Android would mean giving up that seamless integration. The transition can be daunting and inconvenient. You might not be able to use iMessage with your friends and family, AirDrop wouldn't work, and you'd have to learn a whole new set of apps and services. This can disrupt your daily routines and communication. It's a hassle many Apple users aren't willing to deal with. The perceived cost of switching outweighs the potential benefits, ensuring customer loyalty. All right, let's wrap things up with the fifth and final type of economic moat-efficient scale. This one's all about dominating a specific market or niche, making it incredibly difficult for new players to gain a foothold. Imagine you want to start a new power company. Where do you even begin? You'd need to build a massive network of power plants, transmission lines, and distribution infrastructure. You'd need to secure permits, negotiate land rights, and comply with a mountain of regulations. It's a massive undertaking that requires billions of dollars and years of work. That's why the utility industry is a classic example of efficient scale. The existing players are already there. They've already built the infrastructure, secured the permits, and established relationships with regulators. It's incredibly difficult for a new competitor to come in and challenge their dominance. So there you have it, folks. That's a breakdown of the 5 types of economic moats: network effects, intangible assets, cost advantages, switching costs, and efficient scale. Now, understanding these moats can be a game changer for your investing strategy. Remember, we're not just looking for companies that are doing well today. We're looking for companies that can sustain their success over the long haul. Companies with robust moats are like castles built on solid ground. They can withstand the storms of competition, economic downturns, and changing market trends.